Welcome back, fellow adventurers. This is Gamer 1745 here with my continuing adventures in the Forgotten Realms playing Baldur's Gate Trilogy. Okay, we've got Zon back in the group. Got him to the stats that he last had, as well as his spell books are now full like they were before. So he's basically now back to what he was before. Oh, and also the new version had him using a dart as his second proficiency, and I put it back to the one that we had before of sling. So now we are ready to continue on. What I'm going to do now is head back to Joaquin's Promenade and hopefully get Hrothgar, because there's a lot to do here in the city.
I know. Indeed. Emma. I'm sorry to hear of your past misfortunes.
My captor put to use in that. Yeah, we will crush him. Ever positive Zon, of course. So, like I say, there's so much to do in the city, but Hrothgar wants to get going, so we're going to try to trigger that again by resting and saying yes to continuing the quest.
You have been waylaid by enemies and must defend yourself.
Okay. I don't think casting outside now at this map. Well,
whatever.
Just don't put me near the wizard. By myself, again?
Shoot the wizard.
Done.
Throw your axe at the wizard.
It is done.
Consider it done.
Faster than Chick-Tika Fast Pie. I won't let my friends
Is he the one, or did he go invisible there?
I'll do it.
I will do my best.
I am.
You have my
attention. And supposedly because he doesn't have very good armor yet. We have enough of these, I think. That's enough for you.
You will pray for death when I am done with you.
now Ares hurt.
I know.
Okay.
Take a look, see what's ahead, again.
I'm listening.
Is that the foul stench? So,
Creature! My speed, dear!
you bet I can.
You will trade for death when I am done with you.
On it. Agreed.
I've no problem with that.
You will trade for death when I am done with you.
Okay, back to your throwing axe.
Got it.
Very well.
Can't you ever use my name?
Yes, Melora.
Couldn't
I
be
shall
easy.
not yield to you.
Damn. Nobody saw that, did they?
A dangerous mistake.
Ah, well, we got the slavers killed. I think all of them are dead now. Get their goods. Temporarily give them over there. Plate +1. We'll sell that in time. So you got selling that one as well. I don't know why we're walking through water here, but that's what it sounds like. There we go. That's all their stuff. I think it's real value. Yeah, Arbane sword +2. Fast little sword. I don't have anybody to use it right now. Oh good, now you're back with us.
As you ask.
Guess the floor of the alley's wet.
It's shall be.
So to the south side here. Let's head up over to here. Still a lot to explore here.
So, this is the place where it's happened.
Yeah, I stood on that heap of rubble and kept blasting the cold wizards. Oh, I think I could have taken him because we had been up north and we were a bit more powerful than I think he was capable of dealing with at the time. Zahn seems to know a lot. He knows what Arenicus' name means in common. He knows he's an elf, while unelven behavior. Maybe he presumes with a name that's an elvish, he's an elven. We will see, we will see. Okay. Again, let's save this in case I mess things up. Yeah, okay. See if he has any interesting. Okay. Let's all drink some cheap. Well, it's too cheap here, but see if we get any rumors to pop up. One should beware of walking in the slums and the bridge district. Late at night, footpads and muggers openly attack you, amongst other forms of trouble. Okay. I guess that's it. So we will take a rest now. Didn't learn too much.
Ah! Help me! Help me, please!
Alright, well, it's been hurting a hell of a lot. Okay, well, that's not a good memory. I think part of the reason they have her without her wings is because they couldn't figure out a good way to make her fly around. It was a good restoration spell. Should be able to handle that.
With all
Hrothgar hasn't said anything yet. Let's go back and sleep for another 8 hours.
It shall be.
I know he will say have at least one more dialogue. We turn him down. I'm pretty sure, just leaves to go on the quest on his own. But we don't want to do that. We want to. I gotcha. Okay, well, what happened? Ah, okay. Okay, yes, there we go.
Elcaster? How well I know the surrounding areas. Unfortunately, they know me as well. I will need my wits about me for this journey.
Okay, now we're going up there.
Hrothgar, I do not usually listen to rumour, but I have heard enough to know that this is an odd situation here, if you get what I mean. You being, well, dead, really. It is not that it feels strange, more than it does not make sense how you come to be here. I know about that from bits of information I have overheard from the rest of the group. What happened between the portals, Hrothgar? Then can you tell me what brought you to this time? Yes, I know that. Why did you leave your time and venture through the portal in the first place? Of course, your mysterious quest. I overheard a little about that too. You're trying to locate some keys, right? A self-preservation skill that I taught myself, Hrothgar. Being able to blend into the shadows has saved my life on more than one occasion. I will take that as a hint that you wish to say no more, Hrothgar. So be it.
Okay, well, I'm going to go through the whole dialogue again. Shall we say, basically slow enough to read it, of course. And if you're sort of bored, heard it the previous time, you can skip ahead.
What is my task?
This guy. Talorn.
Hrothgar, well met, my friend. It is wonderful to see you again. In time, Hrothgar. In time. First, introduce me properly. Well met. It is good to see that Hrothgar has trusted and capable allies to aid him in his quest. He is indeed fortunate. Do not worry so much over things that you do not know. Hrothgar is a brave and honorable man. You are safe under his guidance, and you can trust him completely. Your instincts have led you right this far. Never doubt those instincts. Trust in them.
So a guy who says that we've really met before, but we did sort of, I believe, meet him in Candlekeep as a youngster.
I see that you have many questions. Questions that, for the moment, I am unable to answer. If you will let me finish, I will answer you as to why I am here. Good. I see that I have your attention. Now, it is my belief that these ruins where we now stand should not be ruins. Alcaster Academy should stand here intact, along with all the knowledge that its walls contained. Knowledge that I feel is crucial to understanding how the realms of today are shaped. If the fall of Oldcaster and everything that resulted from its destruction can be prevented from taking place, then we will have made a start in setting things straight. I do not expect you to understand that when I say. If it is when I believe, then it is almost certainly so. The past can be changed, but not on a whim. It is not something to be undertaken lightly. I have thought long and hard on what I am about to ask of you, but I feel that it is a necessary course to take. I ask that you go back to the past, to the Academy of Halrua, a school of specialist magic, and a place where the destruction of Ulcaster was instigated by its mages. It is imperative that you find and prevent what took place at Halrua that resulted in the downfall of Ulcaster. Hrothgar is right, but we must attempt it all the same. I have been to Halrua myself, and was unable to prevent the disaster. I arrived too late, and found that the events had already begun. All I found was the confirmation of what I've already told you. Ulcaster must be saved. The balance between the magic, like balance in all things, must be preserved, and that can only be done by correcting the point at which it went awry. You must find what tipped the balance in their favor, and as I've said, correct it. Speak to whoever you feel you need to, but be careful with your dealings with any wizard that you encounter. I have the means to send you to Halrua. All that it needs is for you to agree to aid me in this. True, it is no simple thing to do, but I can deliver you safely to Halrua and bring you safely back to the present time when the task is completed. How it is that I can do this is not for me to say. Are you prepared to help me? Before I transport you, there is one last thing to be done. You cannot enter Halrua armed as you are. To do so would result in instant death the moment you set foot on the Academy grounds. Instead, you must leave your armor and your weapons here among the ruins. And whilst you are on Halrua grounds, you must wear these robes that I have procured for you. Now, make haste, secure a safe place for your equipment, and return when you are done.
Okay, if I remember correctly,
I will do my best.
what we can do is put all of the armor and weapons in a bag of holding, this one, and that should be sufficient to hide them. So we're going to end the episode here. Next episode we should be traveling on to Halrua and see how that goes. So thanks for watching, thanks for liking the videos, love to hear your comments. I hope, this is not going to be like the permanent party order. Hrothgar, once we're done with any J2, I know we don't have any J3, but once we're done with any J2, Hrothgar will go away because he plays no more parts, and maybe Minsk or somebody else will be back for at least a while, maybe Kevin or whatever. Melora may also go away, and we may get back Alora for a while, so we get MOM back, and we may pick up a few other people and say hi to them for a while and say bye. That's sort of the plan, but like your suggestion, so see you next time.